Elijah, go ahead.
I mean, I don't want to take us super off topic if we're already talking to someone. I just, I'm on my own time tonight, just observing the moon, and I had a question if no one were talking to the Glovers right now.
Yeah, go. Yeah, no one.
So, never mind. I just
never mind. I got
My
one.
bad.
What if I have one? What about that?
Yeah, go for it, Q.
This is gonna be a really good question, man. You guys ready?
Is it gas pressure without a container?
No.
Hit me.
Okay. Go for it.
Yes.
Watch this. Dr. Bob, the pseudoscience fallacy guy. I see your dumbass in here. Have you seen any fists appearing out of nothing lately? And is Brenda still smarter than you? We'd all like to know.
Excellent question.
How you like those questions, folks? But that was good.
Deep.
You know what's funny? Blue and Bob, the fallacy guy, came on. I was talking to them today, and I told them, I said, listen, the interferometers are designed to keep rigidity in space, and they're part of and very important when in navigation to keep the straight path in dead reckoning. And they're like, no, that's lying. And they came out and said a whole bunch of shit, dude. I sent the link to their channel. Like I think I posted a video or the link to you. This is how bad it is, man. They don't even understand the purpose of the interferometer and the gyro is when you're navigating, you navigate in straight lines. And the whole point of these instruments is to keep you on that straight line as best as possible. Right? And I can back it up with documentation and practical demonstration.
Well, thanks, man. Can we get those two questions answered first before we get to the interferometer, man?
Are you there?
Come on, Dr. Bob.
Oh, he's muted.
Oh, he's muted? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, never mind. I think it's a local mute, not a server mute. So maybe he can unmute himself.
Go ahead. The questions were, do you see any fist appearing out of nothing? And is Brenna still smarter than you? That's the question. And then the next question is, I want the 4 levels of protein structure. I want a brief definition and an example of each. I'll be waiting here for you. Go ahead and start Googling. Bring a pretender clown numpty dipshit.
Come on, Dr. Bob. Try.
You're going to feel the wrath. You come off mute. You ain't never felt, son.
Bro, what if you guys are just talking to somebody AFK?
No, that's him. Yeah, he's here. He's here. He's listening.
Bro, what if you're wrong? What if he's not AFK?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, what if he is?
What if? And what if he's not?
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. I don't know.
He's busy Googling.
Listen, we have a relationship with Dr. Bob. And we'd like to continue to keep a certain status.
Is Dr. Bob a
if you have a problem with him, so you know the door isn't that hard to find.
Is Dr. Bob a Glober? He's talking.
It's okay. I'm a moderator, and I don't know who the hell they're talking about.
He's the Glober next to Mick West. They're wagers.
They all sound the same to me.
They're married.
Yeah.
What's Nias's opinion on the shape of the Earth?
That wait, he's a bit above his.
If I haven't made it obvious, yeah, I'm a Glober.
Yeah, thanks. He's a bit above his pay grade level though, because he's used to going on Jose Digi Retard Show. You're a bit above your pay grade here, son.
Oh, that's
out of your league.
Yeah,
it's a bit too deep.
I'm just here to listen and ask questions.
I'll tell you what, Bob, you got your opportunity here. You got 2 minutes because I'm headed out. I got to take care of a couple things. You can sneak on in here right? And start talking and shit. There you go. There he is.
I'm just waiting for you to come up with something that I haven't heard.
Yeah, right.
Give him hell, Dr. Bob. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, let's try to keep a demeanor and go one at a time and not 10 fucking people at once and fighting to talk, okay?
All right,
then I won't have to mute 10 of you or 9.
All right, let's take it right off the top because we got you. You're on my numpty clips. If pretender clown numpty dipshittery was a crime, you'd be on death row calling the governor, son. So let's go with my first question. Did you see any fists appearing out of nothing in the past year? You said that was amazing. That was the craziest thing, the greatest thing you ever heard from Brenda. So I'm just asking. Dr. Bob, did you look up those 4 levels of protein structure yet, son?
Just an interruption. For some of us new people, could you provide some context as to what's going on?
For the new people? I can't give you 4 years of context, son.
Right.
You give us like 10 minutes.
A summary. Summary, maybe.
How about no? How about we just continue with Bob?
How about no? Go to the numpty clip.
I just don't think you've asked him the same question. I just don't think he's going to respond.
How would you know? You want to play-by-play the last 4 years? How would you know?
I never asked for a play-by-play the last 4 years.
Who is talking?
It's a new guy. Baked cheese.
No.
Wait.
That's my bad.
It's another guy. That's nice.
Is this in cleanser?
I just don't think if you guys ask him the same question.
I don't really care.
Shut up.
You're making a productive conversation non-productive.
Right. Well, he isn't going to do that anymore.
Wait, did he leave? Oh, no, he's here. He's here.
Yeah. All right. You guys can handle this fist appearing out of nothing just till I get back. It'll be like 2 minutes, man.
All right.
I got to go dig up a mason jar.
And by you guys, you meant me, not you all.
And me.
This is Bob here, man. You get a chunk when we're done. What's up, Bob? You still need Mod?
Some of that.
You still need Mod to talk here? Where'd he go?
Bob, all these Globers are waiting for you to represent them. Are you going to let them down, Doctor?
No, bullshit. All these flat earthers can't wait to tear into your ass.
Many have tried.
I'm trying to encourage him.
I think a few have succeeded.
Dr. Bob, you are the one.
Name one.
You are the hero.
That's just my opinion. One just left.
Yeah, I definitely succeeded because you were talking about things way different, flying east to west. Chronological, affirming the consequent fallacy.
You think QE has ever done anything for me?
I do. And Hank, maybe you have to repeat that. Maybe he doesn't have good listening skills.
Yeah, Bob said that things way different flying east than they do flying west, and that's due to the Coriolis effect. And I said that's consequent.
It's due to the Utpos effect.
Sorry, do you mind if I finish speaking?
Utpos effect.
Yeah, if you could give me just a second to finish what I was saying, I'd appreciate it. That would be kind of you, right? So that's the affirming the consequent formological fallacy, right? And that was his argument.
You done?
I think it's obvious.
It's the Utpos effect, not the Coriolis effect.
Does that change what his statement was?
He hasn't made a statement.
He did.
And the what effect? What is it? The utmost? What?
The demonstration. You're just.
Would you like? I'll spell it. Let me go ahead and spell it for you. EOTMOST. B-O-S, Otvos.
Wait. So according to you so you believe that he just strawmanned your argument, Bob? Is that true?
I don't play with logical fallacies. You can use straw man
or misrepresent, misrepresent. You think that he just misrepresented?
Well, Bob,
yeah, he said Coriolis, and it's the Otvos effect.
Bob can't prove the globe unless he's allowed to use fallacy. He stated this before.
Okay.
Go ahead and look up the Otvos effect.
So what is? Yeah, can you explain it to us, please?
Sure. The Otvos effect has to do with travel against or with the rotation of the Earth, and it has to do with the interaction between gravity and the centrifugal force.
Yeah, can you demonstrate this effect?
Yes.
Well, so you're already assuming that the Earth is spinning, right? That's what you're saying.
Okay. Well,
and that gravity exists. Go ahead. So you're already assuming, baller. Go ahead.
Also.
Yes, what you do is you take a reference mass, and basically you fly it east to west or west to east, and measure the weight of that reference mass in both, and it's pretty clearly demonstrated. And I've done it myself. So
there's not other things that affect weight.
Yeah, how did you isolate
specifically like what?
Right? Because we talked about
barometric pressure, weather, winds, crosswinds.
Barometric pressure and weather does not affect weight.
Okay, well, we talked about independent variables last time, right? And I was curious, how did you isolate that this was the cause of it without an independent variable? And what did you say? That you don't need an independent variable to do science. Is that what you said?
I didn't say anything about it. What I said was, this is what happens.
Oh, I got it.
That's the name of the effect. That's the name of the effect, and it's easy to demonstrate.
I thought you said you don't mess with fallacies, and yet you're just full of fallacies. I don't get it. You know what a fallacy is?
I don't really care.
Well, there you go. That's another fallacy.
I really don't care about logical fallacies. Can you name a scientific paper?
And not caring about logical fallacy is a logical fallacy.
Can you name a single scientific paper, theory, or finding that has been invalidated because somebody said it was an illogical fallacy? Just go ahead and give me a citation.
I don't mess with fallacies. Touche, right?
Can you find a single time a scientific theory or observation
that doesn't make it a valid premise.
How about this? Because we're talking about whether he deals with logical fallacies or not. So let's just deal with whether or not Hank strawmanned him based on the Adverse effect and what it says right here. The adverse effect is the change in perceived gravitational force.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay.
Well, just because the consensus doesn't care about fallacy doesn't make it correct or demonstrable.
Could I not finish?
I was kind of feeling the same way, but go ahead, bro.
Adverse effect is the change in perceived gravitational force caused by the change in bro. The adverse effect is the change in perceived gravitational force caused by the change in centrifugal acceleration resulting from eastbound or westbound velocity. Do you accept this definition?
Bob?
Yes.
Do you accept
this?
Do I accept a definition?
What do you accept what I've read out as a description for what we think the adverse effect is?
I don't know why QE bothers with you, man. You're such a fucking troll. Fuck.
He's. I mean, I'm
so
trying.
You said.
Do you agree with what I just read out as a definition?
Do you agree? That's all I got. Your mic cut out.
Yeah. Do you agree?
Have something about a definition or something that I should be agreeing to?
I read the definition are you okay with how it's defined?
Hello.
Did you hear what he just asked you? He just asked you another question.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Okay. Did you hear him read out the definition of the effect, whatever adverse effect?
No.
Okay. Repeat it.
Can you hear me now?
Bob, can you hear him?
Can you hear me now?
Now, how about now?
This is a regular occurrence.
No.
No. Okay. I don't know. That's weird. I can hear you, Elijah, but
Here, I'm gonna try something different, man. Let's let one person do this and not 9 or 10. Then I won't have to mute 9. Cool. One of you guys. I don't want people fighting over each other just to talk to Bob. If you want to do it, Elijah, then you do it.
I don't. I'm just.
I can't hear him. Let me check and see whether or not I've muted him or something. No, he's got volume.
Well, we'll even come back. It's probably a glitch when you entered the VC. It didn't recognize him.
Yeah, I'll be uploading our previous conversation with Dr. Bob and I that we had a few months ago on my YouTube channel tonight. So if anybody's interested in it, it should be posted tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you read the definition for the word.
You have a definition for the Uthos effect, so go ahead and give it to me in your own words, please.
We read it from, I think it was Wikipedia's definition.
Okay, well, I need it in your words, though. I need your understanding of it so that I can properly address it.
It is the change in the perceived gravity. It happens when you fly east or west. That's when it happens. What is happening? Yes. I don't know. You explain.
Hey, Bob.
I already did.
When the plane banks left or right, is there any centrifugal force or centrifugal force pulled on the plane?
Yes.
Awesome. Is the plane...
I swear, I just said this 2 minutes ago now. 3 different people took in turns, Rumpus and Elijah.
What? Am I rumpusing? I just heard him say with the Evitas explanation is.
Uthos effect.
Repeat back to me what I say.
All right, Uthos effect.
Are you ready?
It is
Elijah. Can you hear
I
him,
am. The only reason I was interjecting at all, the only reason I was interjecting at all is to identify whether or not
centrifugal force.
He's going to have to get kicked and he's going to have to come back in if he can't hear me, because it can't be me because I've already left.
Bob, can you hear Elijah? Bob, can you hear Elijah? He was talking.
No, I can't.
Can you disconnect and reconnect to see if that fixes it? Or Elijah, can you guys both reconnect?
I already disconnected.
Well, I mean, if somebody wants to ask me a question and can get through to me, that's fine.
Well, you should be able to hear Elijah.
There, I'll do it for you, Bob.
I think he's pretending, because I'm just the thing that I'm doing is I'm actually liking where Hank started. So this is how you keep it on the rails. All I want to do is help him answer Hank's. Well, I don't know if it was a question or if it was a statement. I just want it addressed, right? And he said he was strawman, so I'm trying to figure out how, because if not, then I would like him to address Hank.
Did somebody bring me out of voice chat?
So Data, that would mean if you're going to talk in place of me, I would hope that you're also helping him address Hank, because Hank was the one who originally, he was the last person to actually ask a question that wasn't answered yet.
I didn't hear Hank's. I didn't hear him speak. So,
well, I don't know. Maybe you should ask what Hank was saying originally.
Somehow I got bumped out of voice chat. Did somebody take
Dr.
me
Bob,
out?
can you hear Elijah?
No.
So you still can't hear me? Why don't you?
He's lying.
Yeah, I can hear Elijah. I don't know why you can't hear him.
I can't, and his volume is on my...
I can't hear Bob, man. Is Bob talking? I can't hear that motherfucker.
Click on Elijah's name and see if you have his volume down. Are you on the PC?
already checked that.
Two can play that. Two can play that game, man.
Oh, okay. So the point is, you agreed with the definition.
Happy to go on mute if you would like.
No, you agreed to the definition that was read off. So now we know what you're talking about.
That I stated. I agree to the definition I stated.
Yeah. If you go if you go east or west, that's the effect happens, right? And then the weight changes. Is that your? Right.
And it's due to the interaction between gravity and centrifugal force.
Well, there you go. You've already assumed gravity. You already assumed gravity, and you've already assumed the ball. So
QE's back. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm back.
Ahead,
yeah. Did he answer any of my questions?
And no, I'm not going to, because they're irrelevant.
Well, you made the claims.
I didn't make any claims on any questions QE asked me. Now you asked.
Yes, you did. You're recorded.
Okay, well, QE, if you want to interrupt me, I'll just be happy.
You're recorded. Shut up. You're at Voss effect. Let's go to something more fundamental. Your science acumen. Let's go there. How about that? Is everyone on board with that?
Yeah,
I thought so. Can natural science be conducted without experiment? That's the question on the board.
Can you repeat the question?
Can natural science be conducted without experiment?
I don't know. What do you think, QE?
I'm asking you.
Wow.
I mean, these are some weird questions to be completely
Can somebody
fair.
erase the doctor from that guy's name, because I really think his name is just Boom.
Can natural science be done by observation, QE?
Can natural science be conducted by experiment is my question. It's a yes or no.
It can be conducted by experiment. It can also be conducted by observation.
Incorrect.
Says
I'd like to direct everyone's attention to...
QE, you can put up...
I'd like to direct everyone's attention to 48 minutes after the hour. Bob said your answer was yes? From... Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry about that, Bob.
Why don't you go ahead and put up the...
Sorry about that, Bob. Just hold on a second. You already had your say. You already said something. You already said something, so you already made the answer to the question. I'm sorry. I didn't post the right citations. That's not a problem. I'll fix that in 1 second.
Citations, because I told them myself.
You would. You don't even know what a citation is, for fuck's sake. So, I'd like to direct everyone's attention to... Nothing just yet.
In the meantime,
get on your...
Shut up!
Do you mind if I ask Bob a question?
No, I do mind a lot.
All right. Well, you're welcome to come on over to my server, and I'll...
No, we're not coming over to your server. You already answered the question. Here we go. At 50 minutes after the hour, Bob said that you can conduct natural science without experiment. Let's see what we got here. From the University of Rochester Physics Labs, the scientific method distinguishes science from other forms of explanation because of its requirement of systematic experimentation, Bob.
So what?
Where'd Bob go?
I'm right here.
From Computational Chemistry, Introduction to Theory and Application of Molecular and Quantum Mechanics, the final arbiter of truth in science is experiment. Dead twice.
So what?
From Professor Shankar, Chair, Physics, Yale. The only way things change in physics is experiments. Everything is based on experiment. That's the only way we change our mind. You're dead. Richard Feynman. If it doesn't agree with experiment, it's wrong. And that simple statement is the key to science. From Max Planck, experiment is the only means of knowledge at our disposal. Everything else is poetry and imagination. Bob, you would fail 5th grade general science. Game, set, match. Is he still here?
Somebody took me out of voice chat.
Somebody took you out of voice chat?
No, they didn't. You've been sitting right there in the same spot I've been watching. Yeah, he got renamed to Mr.
Where's my
Bob
name?
by someone.
Where's my name?
Where's your name? Check your pockets.
My name? Stream. Where's my name?
Yeah, someone QE, just to clarify, he's just been renamed, but I don't know who to Mr. Bob, so that's why you might not see him.
Mr. Bob. Well, he's still here.
Return it to the original name.
You just got the
box. Let me just repeat. So your question, if I remember correctly, was, can you prove?
My question, who the hell is that?
No, keep going, Quantum. I'm muting all hecklers.
Yeah.
Okay, so Quantum, I'll tell you something. Every single time I've pulled one of your citations, it contradicts you.
Oh, really? So pull one. Let's see it.
Put up a citation.
You know, I already debunked your pulling of citations, Dr. Bob.
Go ahead.
Don't fucking overtalk me. You know, I already debunked your pulling of citations, Bob. You already aware of that? Did you miss that?
That was laughable.
Fucktard. Yeah, it's all laughable because you have no science acumen whatsoever. What are the 4 levels of protein structure? And I want you to give me examples and a brief description of each right fucking now, or you're out of here.
Take me out.
For being a fraud.
Take me out.
4 levels of protein structure, Mr. Bob.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You lost your doctor title.
Then put it back and I'll answer.
I ain't putting it back. I didn't take it.
Well, then you're in a conundrum. You're in
a conundrum. You can't even fucking speak.
You are in a conundrum.
A conundrum.
I've got a good idea.
In a conundrum, huh?
I've got a good idea. I'll give him his Dr. Bob back. Dr. Bob, if I do this, you have to answer Q's question. If you don't do it, I'll ban you.
Well,
let's go, Mr. Sigma Octaris.
Do you agree?
Are you threatening me?
Let's go, Mr.
No, that's
Octaris. Sorry.
Don't pull that crap with me. I'm here as a courtesy to you. Okay. Well, see you.
All right.
Oh, that solves that question.
Wait, did he say he was here for courtesy? What?
Apparently, he thinks that he's gracing us with his presence.
Because that was the only thing I heard.
By the way, QE?
Seriously, the only thing I heard from him was ear trash.
Okay,
I don't know what courtesy he was doing.
We don't want to hear anything.
It was a conundrum.
Conundrum.
It's funny because everyone heard that I actually offered to give him his title back to answer the question, and he ran out. Like he took the first opportunity to run straight out the door.
Is that
Big Cheese? Hold up, Big Cheese. I don't want to hear what you think about my moderation unless you want to go.
So what?
I maintain a civil, uninterrupted conversation. Anybody who doesn't like that, the door is always open. But you will be muted when you interrupt. Get used to it or get gone. We're tired of that bullshit. 20 freaking people on one guy when we don't need help.
Yep.
First of all, put my name.
So what, Mike? So what? What?
Hold on a second, Bong. Bob is back.
Bong. Where's he?
I thought you left, Bob, but are you back? You gracing us with your presence again?
Put my name back.
Okay, will you answer? 1 second. Will you answer the question if I do?
From you, yes.
Not from me. Right, see if this gives you some honesty.
Okay, go ahead. Ask your question.
I don't have anything to ask you.
All right. Well, somebody have a question?
I have a question for you, Bob.
No.
Please.
No. We're wondering where your science acumen is.
Right here. What do you mean?
Right here, below 5th grade, because you just got debunked. You'd fail 5th grade general science.
So you think?
No, I just demonstrated it in spades.
How so?
Because I asked you, okay, let's do it again for the hard of hearing and the incoherent. I asked you a simple question. Can natural science be conducted without experiment? You said yes. Yeah, there you go again.
It can be done with observation.
You just got debunked.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you don't think so. Well, because you're delusional.
That's fine.
Yeah,
you think so.
You are fine.
your
Have
opinion.
you seen any fist appearing out of nothing recently?
What's that have to do with any of this?
Well, that's what you said. You said that was poetry from Brenda, and you said that she was smarter than you. So I was just wondering if you've seen any lately.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
Jesus. Have you
Now,
listened to my numpty
question, QE? You have an actual
If you got
Yeah.
an empty clip, we can play it through the bot if you want, Q. Just to remind everyone.
Now,
Can you do that, Crypto? Let's do that so it can remind everyone. It's Bob and Brenda, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on one second.
If you got the
QE,
clip,
do you have,
just
do you
DM
have
it
a
to me. I'll
question?
put it
I
on the
can't
bot.
play it through the bot, though.
Yeah, well, if you've got it on YouTube, we can play it through the bot, no problem.
It's on Miggy's channel. It's hold on one second.
Yeah, just DM me the link.
So are you saying there are no questions?
Oh, we're still on this one. Just one second, Doctor. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bob.
Use my correct title.
Your title? You lost your title here about 25 seconds ago.
You're not my doctor. I don't have to do that.
PSAs and questions. 1 second. Crypto.
Are you my physician?
Hey, Quantum, I want to point out you're a moderator. You can give yourself the DJ role, and then you will have the ability to use the bot.
Yeah,
you have.
He needs to
if
find
you
the
want to
YouTube
ask
link
a
regardless.
question, you're more than welcome to ask me a question, and I'll be happy to answer it.
Well,
Now,
we're on this one. We're still on this one, Bob. Just relax. It's coming.
Okay, so what
everyone
are you
can hear
what are
it.
you hoping to do here?
I'll go a few
What kind of-
questions for you.
Hold on.
While Kiri's looking for the clip.
I'll put it in the live stream for Miggy's channel for now. There's a management restructuring. I'm going to be taking that over, but for now.
All right, QE, this is your chance.
Oh, there it is.
Take care of it. Take care, to try and take care of it.
There it is.
I've destroyed you for the last few
Drace
years.
put it in here. You haven't.
go ahead
You couldn't
and- this is
destroy
your
a
chance.
soup sandwich.
Let's check. Okay, guys. In order to hear this, you're gonna have to unmute the bots. Groovy at the bottom. So if you can't hear, it's probably because you have the bot muted. Here we go.
Yeah, don't interrupt, please. Beavis and Butthead, December 2019.
What errors did you make? No, I thought you were flipping brilliant.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
you did a fantastic job.
Well,
your analogy of a fist appearing out of nothing, just that was just sheer poetry. I mean, that was. I'd like to use that someday. I want to quote you on that. That's fantastic.
Bob, you think that her appeal to a fist appearing out of nothing is poetry and fantastic? Oscar Wilde, eat your heart out, eh? Bob, are you snorting LSD-laced shrooms and chasing them with Grandpa's cough medicine again?
But
And this
I
is
just
my
want to make
field, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I think that everything I said is pretty much high school, if not undergraduate level understanding of the current level of science.
So a fist appearing out of nothing is high school and or undergraduate understanding of the current level of science? I think you're overshooting a skosh. This is without a doubt a 5-alarm, full tackle, paddy wagon, horse tranquilizer, straitjacket, rubber room, emergency lobotomy for the both of ya.
And you're discussing quantum physics with somebody who doesn't understand that a force has to act on a pencil in order to hit the ground.
How did it know to be food?
Wait, what did you, huh? What? How does the pencil know to be food? Or were you referring to the force or the ground in this scenario? Because that would make all the difference in the world. I got this one. Let's try this. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? True or false? You two bozos better hope a mental health professional isn't listening in on this. I know that for a fact.
How did it know to be food?
What on earth? How did it know to be food for you too, Bob? You just went right along with the shroom-induced coma non sequitur, eh? So, we'll put it to you. Which one knew to be food, Bob? The pencil, force, or the ground? These clowns are insane, man.
Well, the easiest way to do that is the second law of thermodynamics. In order for something to go from small things to big things and organize, you have to put energy into it. Food's energy.
Well,
that's all it is.
So in order for something to go from small things to big things and to organize, you have to put energy into it, eh? Firstly, you seem to be having some issues with singular versus plural. Something is singular, Bob. Something doesn't go from something to small things unless you chop that something up. Secondly, and speaking of chopped up, so we're going to pile up 150 bananas, TP style, douse the lot with gasoline and fire it on up. Because we added energy to small things, as you instructed, Bob. According to you, Bob, we'll get an organized big thing out of that. What do you think we'll get, Bob? I bet it'll be more substantive than the horse shit between your ears. I know that for a fact.
Anyway, Bobby, I appreciate it because you know that my basic orientation to a lot of the people in here, there are people in here with real engineering and scientific degrees, which I don't have, but I do talk a lot. So
They're smarter than I am.
I always check with people that I feel know more than I do to make sure that I'm not screwing up, and I am open to being corrected by other people.
Oh, really? So, Mrs. Observed Phenomena, shoe. Hypothesis, it's a shoe. And measuring the time in a cubic meter depends on how quick on the draw you are with a tape measure is smarter than you, Bob. You see, what we have here, including these two knuckle draggers, are hordes of delusional clinical-level Dunning-Kruger mindless wiki-discovery channel patterning pretender clown muppets that best case scenario should be picking up cans along the side of the road, supervised. But they're out here posturing and pontificating on topics that would make actual 5th grade general science graduates blush. Listen, fellas, you two bozos, I'd suggest getting on your knees right now and start praying ceaselessly, giving thanks to the rocks, pond scum, whatever, for the autonomic nervous system. Because if you had to think to breathe, you'd be in big trouble. My word. So, Dr. Bob, have you seen any fist appearing out of nothing recently?
I have no idea what that jumble was about. It looks like you took parts of various conversations.
Oh, is that what it looks
together.
like? Yeah, it didn't. Everyone heard what you said, Dr. Bob.
Yeah, and you took parts of different sentences and put them together.
Like what?
No what you're even talking about.
Everyone heard you say it was sheer poetry, Bob. I didn't cut that.
You didn't cut it, but I have no idea what context it's in.
Oh, what context it is? It could be in dolphins with fucking beluga whale context, and you said fists appearing out of nothing is sheer poetry. You fucking delusional idiot.
John, if you have an actual question...
John, don't call me by my first name. My friends call me by my first name. You are not one of them. You understand me.
Do you have a question?
I already asked you. Where did the fist come from?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Second law of thermodynamics, since you bullowed that. Please give us the equation for the second law of thermodynamics in a brief explanation right now.
Certainly. You know what entropy is, correct?
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't. I'm the one asking the question, Bob. Your question's next.
All right. So look at the second law of thermodynamics. If
you just fucking stop stalling and put the equation in a brief explanation right fucking now, Bob. 10 seconds.
Has that been 10 seconds yet, Q?
Yep.
Okay, great. Now, may I continue?
It better be in live stream.
Where am I now?
Live stream? Nope.
Where am I now?
You should be in live stream voice text posting that shit, except you're just delaying the inevitable here.
I'm not posting equations for you.
What is the second law of thermodynamics In equation form and a brief explanation.
I'm not going to put it in equation format. I doubt you'd understand it.
Why? In equation format, it is an equation, you dumb fuck.
Okay. Now, the second law of thermodynamics has to do with entropy. And a good example of entropy is taking two...
I didn't ask you for an example of entropy. I asked you for the mathematical equation and a brief explanation, not an example. Pay attention.
If you interrupt me again, QE, we're done talking.
Shut the fuck up. You're toast. Go back to primary school. You're compromised. Get out, Bob. Go back to Jose JG Retard Show. Thanks a lot, because I'm going to be using this for your next numpty clip. Appreciate it.
Huey. That guy, he's also on Gems a lot, talking a lot of shit, too. It's good to get some comeuppance.
Yep, we got him right here.
Wow.
He's still here, I think. Oh, he's just muted. Never mind. Go ahead.
Too much microaggression.
He's really got a problem against flat earthers. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. A high vocation, but yet the guy cannot speak professionally and like.
Oh, he's unmuted. Go ahead.
Okay. So, if you'd like to talk about the second law of thermodynamics, I'm more than happy to do that. And I'll show you.
I didn't ask you to talk about the second law of thermodynamics, Bob. You need to answer the fucking questions put towards you. You've delayed long enough to get the answer. We want the equation for the second law of thermodynamics and a brief explanation. This is really simple. Not your stories, not an example. Answer the question that's put towards you. No tricksies. It's very easy if you knew what the fuck you were talking about. But you don't. We know you don't.
Are y'all still there, or did you mute me again?
Mr. Small things turn into big things if you add energy to them. You'd fail.
You're not muted. We can hear you.
Grade general science.
Well, I asked a question. You want me to explain the second law of thermodynamics and the
No, I didn't ask you that.
Gas pressure and
I didn't ask you that, Bob. Straw man, I didn't ask you that.
It's a yes or no question.
I did not ask you that,
you guys don't hear
sir.
the answer.
And I will get a mod involved if you don't answer the fucking question put towards you.
Okay, hearing nothing. I guess I'm done with that.
Bob, he asked you a question, bro. Just answer it, man. He asked you for the equation in a simple explanation, not a story.
I don't
not
have
a story, bro.
For it.
Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it in 20 words or less?
Yeah, vacuum chambers.
That's
refrigerator. Get the fuck out of here.
Steve, Bob, the problem is you got a high school dropout questioning if you're a real doctor, and you got actual people with higher education also questioning the same thing. So all we're trying to prove is that you're an actual educated man. If you could help us out with that, that'd be great.
Well, first, I have nothing to prove to you. Second of all, I have demonstrated it with my statement of vacuum chamber. Now,
Bro, you said that observing thing. You said observing things is science. So if I'm watching porn, am I doing science? You fucking idiot.
Where on earth would you come across with that being science?
You said observation.
You said observing things is observational science.
Yeah, so?
So watching porn is observational science, right, bro?
How are you coming across with the idea of watching porn
How are you
being
coming
science?
Across science being just observing things? Have you ever heard of the method? What is a method?
Yes, have you? Have you?
It's like you're talking about doing the Heimlich maneuver, but you throw out the fucking maneuver, bro.
All right. Well, first of all, is there one definition for the scientific method? Let's just start off with that. So if
you're asking us questions and you ballowed.
We'll come back to one.
You're asking us questions. You don't get to ask us questions after you failed 3 in a row in science. You have no idea what you're talking about. Why should we allow you to spread your friggin' pseudoscience horseshit here, Bob? You don't know the second law of thermodynamics. That was clear. You think fists appear out of nothing. Brenda is smarter than you, and you're going to ask him questions? I don't think so. Maybe go back to Jose JG retard show. How about that, Bob? An observational science is a composition fallacy. Mr. Cygnus Octaris. What a clown.
What?
Well, I don't like the guy, but
Fallacy?
last time I spoke to him,
It's a composition
Well, somebody server muted me, so
who cares, Bob?
I guess I don't have anything else to say.
Dr. Bob, can if it's okay.
Every time I attempt to talk, it's like 5 people can't wait to get their way.
I don't think he can hear you, Elijah.
Am I server muted or not?
See,
Elijah, you are coming in pretty low, bro. I could barely hear you, and I've got you up like 150%. So.
Bob couldn't hear him before crypto.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just saying, like, even I'm having trouble with hearing Elijah.
Now, I asked a very clear question. If I Google what is the definition of the scientific method,
that's what you are, a wiki Google scientist. If you Google it.
Go too tough of a question for
Bob.
you guys.
What?
If it would be okay to ask Dr. Bob, what science or part of science do you study or have studied?
He doesn't know what science is, man. We already showed that in spades.
I don't see Dr. Bob listed in the list, so apparently I'm not here.
I don't know where the fuck you're at, dude.
Yeah, Big Cheese, could you direct your question to Mr. Brenda, please?
Mr. Brenda. All right, so I'll repeat the question. What type of science do you study or have studied in the past?
Well, I suggest you ask Mr. Brenda that.
See, Bob, in here we're all equal, right? I'm a high school dropout. You may be a doctor, but who fucking knows the truth, right? Because we're all avatars, right? So it doesn't fucking matter.
I figured out I think he's actually a quantum mechanics expert because he appears to be in a superposition where he's neither Dr. Bob nor Mr. Brenda.
Oh my God, what a numpty dipshit he is. I can't believe he come on here to get embarrassed. He's still here.
Yeah.
When you guys are done being childish, I'll be happy.
Childish.
I'll change his name back again. Just for the record, I didn't change your name either time. It was actually, which it normally isn't. So I feel like I have to say that.
Well,
Fair enough.
Let's go. He doesn't know what science is, natural science. He doesn't know what the second law of thermodynamics is. I mean, what's left?
Okay, now, did you guys want to talk about
can you open a gumdrop wrapper on your own?
And clear up this problem that you're having or not?
Perhaps the Big Cheese can ask his question to Dr. Bob now that he's been observed, and so he's has one.
All right, thank you. So, Dr. Bob, my question again was, what kind of science did you study? What field of science did you study? If you studied at all, or are you a doctor in another facility?
Biological science and medicine.
Oh shit! I'll take over, Big Cheese.
All right, I have a question here.
No, hold on. I'll take over. He said
King of the
biological
Netherlands.
science.
Excuse me, this is King of the Netherlands speaking.
Wait a second. King of the Netherlands.
I have a serious question. I am William the First, King of the Netherlands, Prince of Orange, Grand Duke of Luxembourg, and my question here is, what?
King. We're going to cut your head off.
Excuse me, communists. Listen here. All right. As I was saying earlier, what is the argument that y'all are possessing in this Discord? I just want to hear it.
The Earth's flat, measurably, observably, and practically used.
Okay, that was a rude
Excuse me, I am talking. Thank you.
Where is he?
Now, do you believe in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Okay. I also believe. Yeah, I was just about to do that.
Yeah, we're done with that.
I believe in mute powers.
Yes, Big Cheese, you asked him the question, and he said biological sciences. That just allows me right in. Can I take over, please?
I'm still here, and I'm more than happy to answer a question for you.
Okay. So, give us the 4 levels of protein structure and a brief description of each with one example. Mr. Biological Science.
None.
Let's go.
No questions?
Yeah, see, you're busted again. That was easy. How many enzymes are in the Krebs cycle?
Well, that was your chance.
How many enzymes are in the Krebs cycle?
I think he has QE muted.
Yeah, I'm not interested in listening to QE anymore.
Oh, then you're muted.
What the hell? Just answer questions. Give your best guess. Do something.
You can't mute the moderator, dude. What the hell's wrong with you?
I don't know. Hey, Crypto, it's your call, man. But you can take over. He's got me muted. He's not going to listen to me because he's been embarrassed. So,
Maybe we should tell him to pull out the Scrabble board and start moving some letters around. Maybe then it can give us something.
I mean, we've got other people to talk to. Maybe we can move on to another person. Don't know really. Looks like Matthew Learns has left. Extremesis.
To the Archduke of
Extremesis.
Yeah, talk to the William I.
You guys really want to talk to the King of the Netherlands?
Yes. So Matthew Learns hasn't left. He just gets his name always. People think it's funny to change his name on. But
I'll be honest. That is normally me. Sorry about that.
Okay. No, it's okay. I was having fun listening. I don't have anything to add.
Okay.
You know, I'm more than happy to have a pleasant conversation with you guys without name calling and such. And, you know, if you've got a question, I'll be happy to do my best to answer it.
Bullshit. You don't know something because your pride and ego is inflated.
Can I just ask you, Bob, like, what's some of the main reasons you think it's a globe?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
He wants to know why you think the Earth's a globe.
Because, first of all, it's verifiably a globe, and it's measurably a globe, and we've seen it.
But it contradicts. We've got measurements that contradict the globe maths.
Well, go ahead and give me one.
Who's we?
It's been many with the laser test, infrared, long distance.
Go ahead and give me one. We'll be happy to have a look at it.
Isn't that 21-mile laser test?
Okay, what's the 21-mile laser test show?
The latest one everyone's talking about.
Okay, is that the one that Jaron did? Where he had to actually move up to find it because of the curve of the Earth?
Okay, wrong. Wrong. He didn't use a laser. It was a flashlight. Okay? So you don't even know what he did. So why don't you start over, man, with talking about something you actually know something about?
All right, well, let's see. How about 195 kilometers to Mount San Jacinto and J-Tolan Media 1? Would you like to discuss that one?
Yeah, if you want, go for it.
Sure. Okay, well, I've done a complete thing on it. We see exactly what we should see on the globe with that. We just see the top of the mountain. Really?
Incorrect.
How
Go watch the video I did on it with all measured angles, everything, dude.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know who you are. And
I'm Indio, and I know who you are.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see who you were. Okay. Well, I'm quite happy with my analysis of it.
There's no way it could possibly match. Do you know why there's no way it could possibly match?
Yeah,
because the horizon, the horizon is 5 miles too far. So you can see the marina, right?
The horizon is 5 miles too far. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. The horizon from that elevation is supposed to be 15 miles away, but you can see the marina inlet, which is 20 miles away.
So? What
that means the horizon.
Who cares about the horizon?
There's stuff. Listen. Because what do you see there's stuff in the way. So before you get to the mountain, what is the highest peak? What is the highest thing in between the mountain and that location?
Off the top of my head?
Yeah, off the top
I have no idea. What can you see on the mountain? What can you see on the mountain?
You can't see the mountain because you can't see the bottom of the mountain because there's things in the foreground that are in the way.
Yeah, the horizon. But the lowest
No, not the horizon.
Show me a point. India, show me a point on that mountain that is below 6,000. Show me a point on that mountain that is below 6,000 feet in elevation.
You're a retard. You can't because there's stuff in the foreground that is in the way.
Is
I actually modeled it out in algebra. Listen, No, it's in the foreground. So you don't have absolute sizes, you have angles. So the angles subtended by objects in the foreground are larger than the angles subtended by 6,000 feet, 123 miles away. Because those objects are only 20 miles away.
Is there an object between you and that mountain that's 6,000 feet high?
It doesn't have to be.
Okay. So
it doesn't.
In other words,
Bob, you're being stupid now. Okay, you're
so
just
in
being
other
fucking
words,
stupid.
the very
and I'm going to ban you for being stupid. Okay, you're not this dumb, so don't act this dumb. You know that an object, my thumb can block the Empire State Building, right? I can stick my thumb in front of my eye and block the Empire State Building, right? Why is that, Bob?
It's irrelevant to the discussion we're having on Mount San Jacinto.
You're fucking retard, dude. You're literally a lying retard.
You cannot.
You guys really let him in here?